Hey everybody, this is Steve Foster, Team Captain Steel Target Paint Shooting Team and sponsored shooter by ELEY Ammunition. I want to talk to you today about ammo selection. I know a lot of you have heard me talk a lot about ELEY Force and ELEY Contact. Force is the high velocity variant, Contact is the standard velocity, but there's a little gem out there called Subsonic made by ELEY. So what it is it's a 38 grain bullet compared to a 40 or 42 grain, and this thing is running at 1,040 feet per second. So those of you that have seen me out in the range, I usually shoot my CWA rimfire race gun. It's all decked out. It's right around $2,500 gun, and it runs like a sewing machine. It's got a compensator to keep the gun flat. But if that is a too high barrier of entry for you, there's a lot of options out there. For some of you wheel gun enthusiasts, is Smith & Wesson 617, decked out with some Hogue parts, extended slide release, big butt grips. That's a great gun to train with if you got a 929. Or here's a relatively inexpensive gun, great value. This is a Smith & Wesson Victory. It's probably about a $350 gun. I've got the optional threaded barrel in case if I want to put a suppressor or a compensator on it. Some tandem cross goodies, tandem cross grips, trigger. It's got a thunder hammer. So all in, you're probably talking less than $500. So if you're shooting an iron sight gun like this without a compensator, you need to try the Subsonic ammunition. So what it is it's got the same quality as any other ELEY ammunition bullet or loaded round. This one's got a hollow point nose, but it's got that same paraffin wax that is pretty viscous even when it's cold. It'll feed like a sewing machine. It's got a brass case similar to Contact. What I've noticed is when I'm shooting it through a gun like a Victory, is even though it doesn't have a compensator, it's got a low grain bullet, that 38 grain bullet, and it's a subsonic round, so it's only going 1,040 feet per second. I'm going to show you real quick, do a quick mag dump on a target that's about 10 yards away, and I'll show you how it runs. You can watch back on the video and see how flat it is. It's just like shooting an inexpensive gun with a comp, but with this type of ammunition, you really don't need a compensator because when you're pulling the trigger fast, if you're shooting a rimfire challenge or steel challenge, you transition the gun quickly. The gun stays perfectly flat with this 4 or 5 inch barrel. Woo-hoo-hoo! Isn't that thing just magic? Oh my goodness. Woo! And it keeps them all right on sight. Those splits are probably 0.15, 0.18, somewhere in there. You can push them a little bit harder, but I kept the front sight in my line of vision the entire time, pulling the trigger at a pretty rapid pace as I would be shooting like a stage like Roundabout or Smoke and Hope. So I'm always keeping my eye on that front sight. So if you get a chance, try some of this Subsonic hollow point from ELEY Ammunition. All right, okay. You know what else? There's a little bunny rabbit on here. You know what that means. All right, you know. All right, thanks everybody. If you've got any questions, reach out to me. Thanks. Have a good day.